I might want some water. Hi! I'm so happy that you guys enjoyed my last Riverdale reaction video. I honestly had no idea how it was gonna go. But I got a few requests to react to this episode too, and I am really, really nervous. If you watch my last reaction, you'll know that while I just super hate and disrespect this show and think it's a disgrace to the Archie comics, I held out for Betty and Archie, and they finally happened last episode. And I am nervous because I feel like the writers, the Riverdale writers, you know, the Riverdale writers, are going to ruin it. As they always ruin everything. I'm just scared. But I guess it's out of my hands. I honestly don't know what's gonna happen. I watched the promo and the promo was great, but it didn't really tell you a lot. I have zero faith. I have little to zero faith. So with that said, let's take a look at chapter 75.
Lynchian. Adjective to describe something inspired by the noted American filmmaker, David Lynch. And or to describe something that is both incredibly macabre and incredibly mundane.
I wonder if there's any episode that won't start with Jughead narrating. Probably not.
Also, Riverdale's status quo. Reaching new depths of perversion with the discovery of a videotape in which someone wearing a mask of me is bludgeoned to death by someone wearing a mask of my girlfriend.
That's right. When we last saw Riverdale, there was comic Betty bashing comic Jughead in the back of the head with a rock. I don't know who these people are. Probably the usual Riverdale villains, because they haven't had like one unexpected villain throughout the whole thing. Also, I don't know what these videotapes are about. It just seems like really anticlimactic to me. Like, no matter what direction Riverdale goes in at this point, they can't win. Because, you know, first season it was a murder, second season it was a serial killer, third season it was an organ harvesting farm / a monster with stick arms. And now it's just Jughead's alleged death, which got wrapped up. And now it's these, like, videotapes of the front of people's houses. And I don't know how they're supposed to be relevant or important. Frankly, I don't think they were meant to be. I don't know.
But all the other voyeur tapes were just static shots of people's houses at a distance. This is clearly an escalation. It's a recreation of whatever someone thinks happened to me in the woods. And the big questions are, who is doing this, and what are we gonna do about it?
Me? Nothing. No, I'm not getting pulled into some creepy new mystery.
You're unusually chipper today, Daddy.
Mija,
Daddy.
I just closed a major distribution deal and beating you to a market you hadn't even considered.
I did consider it weeks ago. Instead, Red Raven is expanding into a heretofore untapped market. The college crowd.
Can I just, like, try to comprehend Hiram and Veronica's relationship? I know it's supposed to be, like, complicated or whatever, but, like, it's seriously messed up. I mean, he's dying, right? And she, 1 second, is like, I have to save my dad! I love him! He's my dad! I want to save him! I want him to live forever! And then the next second, she's like, oh, I'm gonna take you down, Daddy. I hate you, Daddy. I'm not going down the same path as you did, Daddy. Ugh, I hate the Lodges. They're so poorly done. Kevin and Fangs!
What's up, Reggie?
And Reggie!
What's up is I hear you two have some scam going where you're bringing in some serious bank. Are you dealing again, Fangs?
No, are you?
No, that's why I'm broke.
We make TiCkLe videos for a guy named Terry. And before you assume the worst, it's not sexual. No clothes come off at any time. It's like an endurance sport.
That's weird as hell, boys. But you think Terry could use a guy like me?
I still can't believe this. We've waited 4 seasons for Kevin to have a storyline, and it's TiCkLe porn. I'm done with them treating Kevin like garbage. He loves her.
Dear Diary, today I fell in love with the boy next door. He has red hair and freckles and a scar on his eyebrow that he got when he fell off his bicycle. And he has a dog named Vegas who is super cute, but not as cute as Archie.
Hey. Hi. What are you reading?
Just looking at one of my old diaries.
Oh, 5th grade. That's juicy.
Mom, please do not cry. If you cry, I'm going to cry.
I relate to that. It's one of the first times I've related to these characters in a while.
What could you possibly cry about, honey? You have your whole life ahead of you. Your party will be the hit of frat row, boys.
Be a bigger hit if you two came. You ladies supply anything other than booze?
Ew.
Oh, why do they always make every character who's not main cast such a sleazeball? Why can't they just have a nice person? Nice people exist. Not in this show.
Get out of my sight. Bye.
Bye!
James Malloy of the Malloy family. But recently we've been getting wind of a new product that's eaten into our customer base.
I really liked that guy's voice. The Malloys have been making rum for generations, and now... I don't know, I just like it. I like his voice.
Veronica, what the hell was that?
That was a bluff. Trust me, Cheryl, this is typical of my father.
I ship Veronica and Cheryl, honestly. I mean, I ship Cheryl and Tony too, but Veronica and Cheryl are like the 2 cringiest characters in the whole show. They really don't deserve anybody else but each other, because they're just too gosh darn cringy. You know what I mean? I like Veronica and Cheryl as a couple, and Betty and Archie as a couple.
Archie. Why are we here?
I don't know, but it's nice. Right.
Oh, Betty and Archie belong together. It's as simple as that. I know that Betty loves Jughead, but I feel like Archie does not love Veronica. He, like, never looks happy when he's with her, and she's caused him so much heartache.
Do you have a moment to talk in front?
Jughead. Sure.
Ethel!
This is so unexpected. I'm just trying to keep my head down and make it out of Riverdale in one piece.
That's a whole mood. I'm just trying to keep my head down and make it out of Riverdale in one piece. Also, can I just say, I love when Jughead and Ethel have a scene together, because it just reminds me of the comics.
Dear Diary, today was the happiest day of my life. After walking home from school, little Archie proposed to me.
Betty Cooper to the principal's office. Betty Cooper to the principal's office.
Ooh. Did you guys ever go to a school and then every time they called somebody to the principal's office, everybody went like, ooh? Because that was the thing that happened at my school, definitely. Also, I like the little Archie references, and I've always loved that he proposed to her and she said, ask me when we're 18 and I'll say yes. It's just so wholesome and sweet.
So, did you solve the case?
Unfortunately not. I had a hunch, but it didn't pan out. But I did have another thought that maybe our suspect is not a voyeur. Maybe they're a filmmaker. Whoever made that video in the woods had to know what they were doing, and they even hired actors.
A filmmaker? They knew what they were doing? It was literally just like one take. It was like one shot, like this is right now. And like, it's literally just a camera, a guy standing in a mask, and a girl coming back also standing in a mask. Like that, you don't need a filmmaker to film that.
Okay, that was seriously one of the best videos we've made yet. Good work. Especially you, Reggie. You have a great laugh. Nice and deep. Keep this up and,
We should go into business on our own and ditch this Terry dude. We don't need him. This is gonna pay for our community college education, boys.
What is happening?
We're assuming you know about the videotapes being delivered around town.
Sure do.
Have you heard anything about them?
Any of your customers acting suspicious?
They all act suspicious.
That looks like the host of Halloween Wars. Not Jonathan Bennett, the guy before him. I forgot his name. This guy. He looks just like the previous host of Halloween Wars. What?
Oh, that's Ethel Muggs. She's one of my regulars. Well, heck, you may know her. Goes to Riverdale High. She's a senior, I believe.
Oh. Ethel did it. How surprising.
Cheryl? You need to get to the Maple Club right the hell now. We were invaded by those mountain men you insisted on provoking.
Who, the Malloys?
Yes. I was sleeping in my secret room behind the office and heard the door being kicked in.
It's only by the grace of God they didn't find and molest my mumsy.
Miss Blossom, I am so sorry this happened to you. I swear I'm going to murder my father.
You say that, but then you get really sad when he's actually dying of natural causes. I hate this gosh darn show so much. It's just so bad. It's so bad. Like, I thought that Cheryl and Penelope hated each other. Second of all, Veronica just like comes in, she's like, I swear, I'm going to murder my father. Yeah, you say that, but then the last episode you're like, this is my life, Archie, my father's life! How could you be so short-sighted? Oh, this dumb show. Here we go.
You were out early, Mia. Did Jinx and his boys threaten you? If he threatened you...
No. If you didn't start this, then it's none of your concern, okay?
Do not underestimate the Malloys.
Malfoy.
I'll settle whatever.
Dear Diary, today was the best day ever. Archie asked if I wanted to come over and listen to records. I said yes, of course. Archie, what are you doing here?
Kev told me that Honey's making you do the yearbook. I want to help you.
No. Arch, you're not helping me with the yearbook, and that's not why you're here.
Okay, you're right. Honestly, I can't stop thinking about you, Betty. I've tried, but it's impossible.
I can't stop thinking about you either.
We meet tonight at the bunker, maybe.
No, not tonight, tomorrow night. So we have time to think about this and make sure it's what we really want.
That actually, gives me a little time to do something. Finish something.
Okay.
Finish what? Oh my gosh, that was so cute. Oh my god. I love them together so much. I feel like it's gonna get ruined. They should have just met in the bunker that night. They are so cute though.
I appreciate all the opportunities you've given me, but I think it's time that I stop making videos with you. Why? You're in your prime.
His prime?
And with graduation and college coming up, I want to be done. That's all.
Okay, Kev. So, like, we'd be tickling each other?
Exactly.
I don't know, dude. It sounds kind of weird.
It's not, believe me. Fellas, we are talking some serious money here.
Maybe if it was like co-ed, we could be down.
I think that could be arranged.
How about the Vixens tickle the Bulldogs exclusively? And that way the girls will be in charge. Like it should be.
Okay, I get it. It's supposed to be empowering, but no gender should be in charge. What happened to equality? I'm happy that Tony talked to somebody that wasn't Cheryl, though. I don't think that that's happened, like, for at least, like, 2 years. I still can't believe that they're having a TiCkLe porn storyline. It was Kevin, and then Fangs, then Reggie, and then the whole football team and cheerleading squad. What is this show?
Our first lucky bulldog on defense is Jimmy.
Okay, and the first Vixen doing the tickling is Audrey.
Okay. Let the tickle games begin.
I can't believe this is happening.
Hey, Jimmy, follow me to the tickle suite, please.
I can't believe this is happening. This is such a double standard. Okay, Riverdale, I gotta say, is kind of like the show of double standards. Like, if the boys were doing this to the girls, it would be such an uprising. But if, you know, the girls doing it to the boys, totally acceptable and fine.
Hudson, all the way. You threatened my daughter, you hillbilly skunk. Then you and your entire clan, you stay away from my daughter and her friends. Are we clear?
What happened to Hiram? I mean, that was actually... Is he gonna die? Gosh, that was weird. But at least we know that Hiram is genuine in this situation, that he actually wants those people to not defeat Veronica.
What is this? We searched Ethel's house and we found it. Watch it. Then we can talk about whether or not you still believe Ethel's innocent.
Charles is so hot. He is really nice looking.
Daddy? Oh my god.
It wouldn't be an episode of Riverdale if someone didn't have their shirt off.
I had one of the Malloy boys in my sights. I could have taken him out, but I showed mercy.
Daddy, it's okay. I'm always here for you.
Dear Diary, I hate Cheryl Blossom. She made Archie kiss her at school today. She said it's because they both have red hair, which makes absolutely no sense.
Boston Reverie, cousin?
Hey, Cheryl. I think a part of me has been in love with Archie for 10 years, Cheryl.
False. You've been in love with the idea of Archie. The idea of the perfect romance.
No.
But that wasn't real. But in this town of nightmares, you and Jughead found each other. That's real. That's maybe even, dare I say, endgame?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Cheryl Blossom. Oh my gosh. Cheryl does not know Betty's heart. Betty does. And it is not her place to come in and tell Betty her feelings. I'm so mad.
The hell?
You've been a naughty boy, Kevin.
Terry? You...
Oh my gosh.
40%.
Okay, Terry, I can't.
Kevin cannot catch a break.
Hey, Ethel. Got a minute?
He's got his, like, signature, like, angry face, like... I cannot take him seriously, I'm sorry.
This is a sex tape of me and my girlfriend filmed without our consent at Stonewall Prep. And Charles found it while searching your house.
I thought that Brett was the one that filmed the sex tape of Betty and Jughead. Right? Or Donna? Or was there more than one? Were they in cahoots? I don't know.
Where did you even get this? From Brett?
No.
Oh.
There's a place in the back of the Blue Velvet video store. A secret place. It's called the Scarlet Suite.
Uh-huh. And what's in this Scarlet Suite?
The second I saw what it was, I swear I turned it off. And I kept it because I didn't want anyone else to get their hands on it. Please, you have to believe me. Go to the Scarlet Suite, Jughead.
I kind of think she's full of
Shut
crap.
everything down.
How can I help you, fellas?
Keep out of our way. We have a warrant to search your store.
That guy's like, eh.
This is a video of Clifford Blossom shooting his son, Jason Blossom. It's an actual snuff film.
What? What? I thought that tape was destroyed. I'm done. I'm done. Here we go.
You boys better have my 40%.
And if any of your goons so much as touch a hair on my boy Kevin's head, me and the dogs will break a lot more. and your fingers.
You boys just made a big mistake.
It's like in Pretty Woman, where Julia Roberts comes in to the clothing store and she's like, big mistake, huge. This is so stupid. I can't believe how stupid this is.
Some families have rum in their veins, and other families have maple syrup. In other words, partner, I want out. Effective immediately. You okay?
What brought this on? They were doing really well, weren't they? Oh.
Yeah, earlier I received a troubling phone call alerting me of a clandestine online tickling ring. Apparently being operated by... In fact, some of you were wearing Bulldog jerseys and Vixen practice uniforms, putting you in violation of at least a dozen legal and copyright laws, which means I want your degenerate website taken down immediately before it tarnishes the reputation of this school. Do I make myself clear?
Are we really supposed to side with the people at the school? That's the thing, is that Principal Honey gets a really bad rap. He's a good principal. Like, at the beginning of the year, he canceled the dance. But who wouldn't? Somebody died at the last dance. And now these teenagers are doing TiCkLe porn in their Riverdale uniforms, and the principal is upset and wants the website taken down. I feel like he is the only normal, sane person in this show. And frankly, the most relatable one. He's like, if this was Arrested Development, he would be Michael Bluth. Because he's the normal guy who has to deal with all these crazy people. You know? He's just doing his job. Oh, man.
I wanted to share something with you.
What is it?
It's a song I wrote for you.
He wrote a song for her? He loves her.
There's no warning when everything changes. You let down your guard and I saw something strange. I thought she's not made for this world, and neither am I.
It's true.
Stop. I love Jughead. And you love Veronica, don't you?
But then, what has this all been about?
I don't know. Maybe it's because everything's changing in the next few weeks. And you and I feel safe with each other. We always have. So whatever this is, or it was, it's just over.
Riverdale just destroyed any hope that I had of this show. I'm done. I'm seriously done. I need like a piece of paper to like rip or something. The Riverdale writers, I knew that they were terrible. I never doubted that. But they say, hey Barchie fans, you know how much time you get to be happy? 2 weeks. I'm just so disappointed.
I'm ready to get serious about the Naval Academy.
That's wonderful news, Archie.
And, I know I've been kind of flaky lately, but I'm all in now. I promise. I think it's time for a completely fresh start.
Good for Archie. Oh, you didn't have to burn it.
Elizabeth, what are you doing, honey?
Exercising my demons.
Oh, why don't we save this one? It's okay to keep one, if you want.
Alice is right.
Right, one is fine. Thank you.
It's like in Hamilton when Eliza's like, I'm burning the memories, burning the letters that might have redeemed you. I'm sorry, I'm not a singer. But she kept one.
I got into the University of Pittsburgh.
You did? I wonder what it would be like for us to date somewhere that's not in Riverdale.
I've been
I've been wondering that too. And maybe we find out.
Yeah, maybe we do.
They're cute.
Sorry, Holden. The Scarlet Suite's closed until further notice.
What happened?
The FBI raided me. All my contraband's been confiscated.
I'm sorry to hear that, David.
It's been a while since I last came to you asking for money, but when you spared that Malloy troll, you said it revealed that you were weak. But I think it did the exact opposite. It took strength for you to not go back to your old habits, and I'm proud of you for it.
They're actually gonna redeem Hiram? Like, for real this time? Oh wait, what's going on?
You never turn your back on a Malloy.
I like his voice.
Lesson learned.
And he killed him.
It showed me that you have finally, truly turned over a new leaf.
I have, Mac.
Spoke too soon. They're never gonna redeem Hiram. They're just gonna have the same villain every single season.
It was actually called Ponytail Playmate.
Yeah. So Joe just got sent another tape. She wants me to come over.
I'm in.
Oh, wow. Dream team back together again?
Is that Jason? Comic Jason?
Why me? Why are they coming after me?
It's not just you, Cheryl.
Yeah, not everything's about you, Cheryl.
I have a feeling we're only the first.
And that's where it ends. I don't know. That was garbage. What even happened? Reggie, Kevin and Fangs' TiCkLe porn. Tony, joining in with them. Cheryl quitting the rum business. Hiram, defending Veronica against the Malloys. And Betty and Archie calling it quits because Cheryl misinformed Betty that it was just nostalgia. I guess a lot did happen. Just none of it felt like it meant anything. It just was all kind of very filler. I'm just so mad. On my Riverdale ships video that I did a couple of months ago, I recently got a comment on that video that said, I've been waiting for Barchie for so long, but I know that the writers are gonna mess it up to appease the Bughead fandom. And I read that comment, and I agreed wholeheartedly. I thought to myself, I know you're right. It's just sad. I don't really care what you ship. You can ship anything you want. You can ship Bughead, Barchie, Shoney, Barchie, like, really I don't care. But when you give people death threats, you've taken it too far. Maybe it's just my resentment of Archie and Bughead that's talking here, but I still think that Jughead and Veronica deserve to know that Betty and Archie had a little thing going. As their significant others, it'd be wrong if they didn't, right? Right? I'm sad that Cheryl and Veronica aren't working together anymore. I kind of wanted them to catch feelings for each other, One good thing that did come out of this episode was Archie making the decision about the Naval Academy. I feel like that was a good thing that came out of it. Clearly he's, I don't think, serious about Veronica. I don't think he really loves her. Maybe you disagree, it's fine if you do, but I don't think he does. I think that relationship causes a lot more unhappiness than happiness. And I think that he really realized that he should have chose Betty. And now it's too late. It's really too bad. The fact that Archie wrote that song for Betty And the fact that Betty kept her diary, that one diary, is what I'll hold on to now. Because every time they do leave just a little bit of the door open. And I think that that's what that is. I am going to kill Cheryl Blossom for telling Betty her feelings, that her feelings for Archie were just feelings of nostalgia. It's really not her place to say, I know she was trying to help, but it's not her place to say that. And it's not like Betty even agreed, because in the bunker, Archie was like, what's this all been about? And Betty says, I don't know. She didn't say, I've been in love with the idea of you. She said she doesn't know. And I think that that's also something important. I feel like if they do end up together, it's gonna take a long time, but sometimes it does. So my fellow Barchie fans, I'm sorry. I share your pain, and just hold on to that tiny glimmer of hope that I hope might still be there. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for watching.